In the shadowed valleys near Transylvania, Romania, around the turn of the 20th century, young Adrian was known for brilliance. Top of his class, champion athlete, and with friends everywhere, he seemed untouchable. His family's move to a grand villa in a neighboring village was meant to be a fresh start, a dream come true. But the dream soured quickly. On that very first night Adrian lay awake in his room, he heard strange whispers curled through the darkness, soft, desperate cries of children, and voices that chilled his blood. Next night, the voices grew bolder, calling his name with eerie sweetness. "Adrian, come here. See what is this?" One night, he slowly rose from his bed and followed the haunting call. Suddenly, the lights flickered out, and a piercing howl filled the air. From the blackness, dark, human-like forms emerged, grinning at him with eerie, unnatural smiles. Paralyzed by terror, Adrian collapsed, sobbing. Morning found him in his parents' bed. He told them everything, but at first, they only brushed it off as a nightmare. Soon, Adrian refused to sleep, to eat, or even leave the house. Weeks went by, and the family grew more desperate. Finally, they summoned Father Moise, famed for exorcisms throughout Transylvania. That night, he conducted rituals, but sensed something deeper. The next day, he called a younger priest, Myron, to help. The two holy men spent hours speaking with Adrian in hushed tones, watching his reactions carefully. When they finished, Father Moise turned to the anxious parents, his weathered face grave but determined. "We must prepare for what lies ahead," he said solemnly. "Give us 2 days. When we return, we will be ready to confront whatever darkness haunts this house." 2 days later, they returned, silent, with a twisted wand clutched in one hand and a dark, pulsing bottle buried deep in their bag. They told Adrian, "Tonight the wand will protect you. Whatever comes, stand your ground, touch the human-like forms, and they will vanish." As night fell, from the shadows, human-like forms emerged, twisted, smiling, almost alive. "Adrian, come here." Heart pounding, Adrian reached out. The wand blazed white-hot. The figures shrieked and melted into smoke. The priests gave Adrian a sacred drink he slept, a calm, dreamless sleep. Both priests gathered the family and revealed the truth. Father Moise introduced Myron not as a priest, but as a psychiatrist. They had learned through careful questions that Adrian's friends at his old school, aware of his fear of darkness, had spun ghostly tales about his new home. Adrian's own mind, primed by fear and loneliness, transformed those tales into waking nightmares. The priest's rituals had been clever therapy, giving Adrian the tools and belief to confront his deepest psychological dread. Adrian's strength grew with each passing day. Conquering the darkness inside him, he returned to school triumphant. The boy who trembled in fear became a young man forged by courage, soon a decorated soldier whose story of facing the unknown was whispered across Romania's valleys. Fear is the greatest enemy of growth, but when you face it head-on, you'll realize it was never as strong as it seemed. Courage makes fear fade like a weak shadow. If this story inspires you, hit like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. Tell us how you face your inner fears, or if you'd like some guidance to overcome them.